And on your election headquarters, the governing NPP is accusing the opposition NDC of being behind the enrollment of foreigners onto Ghana's electoral roll in the just ended voters registration exercise. General Secretary John Boydo at a news conference Monday said the NDC's Johnson Asiedu-Nketia personally facilitated the registration of over 60 Ivorians at Bandaka Brono in the Bono region. He also cited instances where NDC officials threatened violence if EC officials denied the foreigners the opportunity to register. Listen.
Asiedu-Nketia in Panda constituency insisting that with a truckload, and just as they did to you, the media people, instead of them to even pass them, they couldn't pass them. They just got a cab truck and loaded them into it. And was insisting, that's it, and intimidating, and to some extent even insulting the police. This is what he did by insisting that these people must be allowed to vote. Because they were coming in batches, insisting that people who are not qualified, who are not citizens, who may not be resident or ordinary residents in the polling station they want to register, should be allowed to register. Unfortunately for him, as they finish registering and they are going with their Kia track, one of the tires got burst. And the security agencies, particularly the immigration, was alerted. We realized that 66 Ivorians have managed to cross with the help of Asiedu-Nketia and his party to register to vote in our upcoming elections in December. And sometimes you ask yourself, the electoral officials, if someone comes and says, my name is Kwame Kobna, some of them Kwame Kobna, Yaudamu, some of them Kwame Yao. Ata Kwame, you look at Ata Kwame, you must say that the same name is Kwame. Kwame Yao. This is what's happened. And this is what, if our agents or security agents try to challenge, the NDC creates an impression these are errors that we are preventing from registering.
The NDC General Secretary Johnson Asiedu-Nketia has meanwhile denied the claim, saying it is rather the opposition party, the NPP, which blew the NDC rather, which blew the whistle on the foreigners believed to be from Côte d'Ivoire.
You know, I have long had a policy of not engaging people who are bipolar. And but for your insistence, I will not be responding to anything that my brother John Boydo will be saying, because it is very, very clear that he's displaying the symptoms of a bipolar personality. The reason being that NDC team actually intercepted the Ivorians, prevented them from registering, and they were going back. The NDC team was planning to even burn down the foreign registered vehicle, which was carrying the Ivorians, into an NPP stronghold called Cabronu for registration. So they succeeded in preventing them from registering. But on their way back, they were with the NPP regional chairman and the candidate Do Dankwa, who now ordered them to come back and came to the registration center in Cabronu and insisted that they be registered. And there were 66 of them. They were all challenged by NDC party agents. And in spite of the challenge, the NPP insisted and got all their voter ID cards for them to return back to Côte d'Ivoire. So the NDC actually reported the matter at the police station. It is in the police diary and proceeded to report the matter to immigration. It was from the insistence of the NDC that these people were arrested at the border.
The governing NPP at the Monday news conference also demanded an apology from former President Mahama over what it describes as the hate speech he delivered during the registration exercise.
So we in the NPP expect him to go further, to apologize to this nation for the dangerous ethnic sentiments he raised, jeopardizing the security of the state with unwarranted attacks. His actions, which were mirrored by the leadership of his party, unduly created fear and raised political tension in the country. Certainly, Ghanaians didn't deserve this from an immediate past president of this great nation of ours, who again is seeking for the mandate of the people.